News 12 Connecticut's Laura DeAngelis joins us now with part 2 of her series. And Laura, you actually sat in on some of these training sessions for the counselors, didn't you?
Yes, I did, Becky and Tom, and I can tell you it is very intense. Last night we introduced you to a rape victim who says the counseling she received at the Rape Crisis Center of Milford played a key role in her healing process. After sitting in on some of the training, I can assure you these counselors are ready to handle anything. You're about to hear portions of an audio tape played in one of the classes. We must warn you, the tape is very disturbing.
He's got the door open. Okay, the cruiser should be there any second.
During their very first class, volunteers in training at the Rape Crisis Center of Milford listen intently to this actual 911 call from a woman in Ohio.
Karen?
Yes.
Somebody there with you?
My baby.
You got your baby there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you got her in the same room as you do?
Uh-huh.
It took police 7 minutes to get to Karen's house. The dispatcher stayed on the line while she waited.
During the 7 minutes, this woman is assaulted orally, vaginally, and when the police arrive, she's being assaulted anally.
I left that training session with so many mixed emotions. I was furious. I wanted to hurt somebody. I was mad at the police. I was mad at everybody that night.
3 years later, Paula says the graphic tape didn't scare her, but inspired her to finish her rape crisis counselor training.
I had calls for someone as young as 3 years old, and that was the hardest call I have had to go on.
Many times a victim and a rape crisis counselor will meet for the very first time in a hospital emergency room. This is where some of the most crucial evidence is collected following a sexual assault.
And this kit is just absolutely invaluable as to what can be, what evidence can be collected.
72 hours after a sexual assault, that evidence is lost from a victim's body. So trainees learn doctors and nurses have a small window of opportunity to collect that evidence in this SEARCHY kit, short for Sexual Assault Collection Kit.
We're moving forward, more invasive as we go, and this is step number 5, the oral swab and smear.
At least they have someone there who's right there at their face for them to look into their eyes and to hold a hand if they need a hand to hold. And that's what I'm there for.
It's holding their hand through a hospital experience. If it's sitting with them during a police interview, you are helping them. You do make a difference.
Counseling made a difference in Debbie Martinez's life. At the age of 14, she was sexually assaulted. 14 years later, she now counsels other rape victims regain control of their lives.
There are bad days, and you just remember that tomorrow's a new day, and that any other option other than pushing forward isn't an option anymore, because there's just so much in the world to live for.
Debbie got help from female rape crisis counselors, but there are male counselors as well. Obviously, they can help a male victim of sexual assault, but many times they are there for the secondary victim. They are the husbands, boyfriends, fathers, or other men in a female victim's life who might be struggling with anger or other emotions after a rape. For more information on the Rape Crisis Center of Milford and other resources in our area, just log on to news12.com and click on numbers and links. And again, there are so many support services out there if anyone should ever need them.
All right, Laura, thanks very much.